As protesters rally against big corporations and big profits, there is talk of corporate tax reform. Authors of a new study on company tax bills are hoping the results may inspire action. Citizens for Tax Justice, along with the Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy, two left-leaning groups, found that 30 major corporations paid zero income taxes over the last 3 years. How is that possible? Robert McIntyre is the lead author of the study.
It didn't happen by magic. The corporations are good at lobbying, and the Congress is good at rolling over for them. And over the years, the last 25 or so years, loopholes have crept back into the tax code, and companies have found ways to ship their profits offshore and invest in tax shelters that cut their taxes.
The corporate tax rate is 35%. This study found that, on average, of the 280 companies studied, they paid about half that rate. The report also finds that some companies had so many tax breaks, their tax burden went negative, meaning they got money back. General Electric is near the top of the list. The report finds it paid zero income tax for the last 3 years, while their U.S. profits in that time amounted to $10 billion. GE challenged the report, telling CNN the report is inaccurate and distorted. GE paid billions of dollars in taxes in the United States over the last decade, and we expect our overall tax rate will be approximately 30% in 2011. GE, which is a multinational company, favors tax reform, it says, to close all loopholes and to lower the corporate rate. The author of the report is hoping for major reform like the kind he advocated for in the 1980s, a time when then-President Reagan rid the tax code of special breaks.
If you don't keep cleaning things up, the lawyers and accountants will beat you, and we haven't had a cleanup in 25 years, and we desperately need one.
Tax law professor Daniel Shaviro isn't holding his breath, noting changes in politics since the 1980s.
And they're not compromising. So we kind of have a different political environment today. That makes tax reform, along with a lot of other things, harder to do.
While the low tax rates and in some cases zero tax rates may be surprising, they're all perfectly legal, all part of a system that tax reform advocates are pushing to change. Mary Snow, CNN, New York.